Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. I got on early today. I mean, don't get me wrong. Personal life is still hitting the fan, so to speak, right now, but I was able to manage a few things around, and now I'm here now. So I've been thinking about this since I went to bed last night because I wasn't happy the way I let things get ended off. So I did look it up, and in order to escape Faerie, which is the last thing I did, so I'm going to retcon myself back here. And actually, I got my minis handy now, so I'm going to retcon myself back here in the land of Faerie, and just say the very action I took to leave was wrong. However, I was correct that it is a random choice. Probably not going to get as lucky as I did getting a chance to leave Scotland. I'm gonna make a stop over here for her. That's got to bring her home, and I also met. If you missed last night in the realm of the fairy, I also met Arthur, King Arthur, and I requested to bring him home as well. So I just thought that would have been really cool, starting up here, getting down here, and then all the way down here. So many adventures I would have had, and a chance to improve my standing with chivalry and virtue. Okay, so, but everything else I was doing looks pretty much correct. I found the information I needed on page 15, right-hand column, all the way up at the top, about Faerie. Now, one thing that was incorrect that I didn't do was the second step. The first step is encounter, and I was right, there are no mad knights, monsters, goodly hermit men. However, I should have accepted the role for knights. That I should have, but I didn't. So that was a mistake. Can't retcon that whole thing. But the second sequence of being in Faerie is the magic aspect. Because while you're there, you can actually shift or exchange chivalry points to victory, virtue points, or vice versa. So I was here for at least 3 rounds. I know it was more, but I'm going to say at least 3 rounds. At least 3 rounds. And in order to do that, I roll 1 die, and that's the points which I may exchange. So we're going 3 rounds, so I'm going to roll all 3 of these. Wow. Well, I deserve that. Sure, I deserve that. So I can switch up to 3 points. So I'm going to take 3 points for my chivalry. And I know with my chivalry points and my virtue points are all messed up. I have not kept track. I'm going to warn you right now. I know I have not kept accurate track of those, which I really should do because I need to get my certain score in order to be considered even for a position as a Knight of the Round Table. But I get so excited in this game. This game really does just it blows me away. So I know I've been forgetting to do things like that. But I can shift up to 3 points. So I'm going to bring this 8 down to 5, and this 9 up to 12, I believe is the way I want that, because then that would be 12, that's 1, that's like 11, so that'll bring my virtue level down to 11, and the further down it is, the better. It's 11 points something. That's good enough for now. Wound level is still going to be at 13, so that's not going to have changed. Okay, so now what you have to do in order to leave the realm of Faerie, it's not easy. No, you can't just leave. I was lucky enough to find an old hermit that opened a portal. It was a dwarf. I can't remember. It was 2 adventures ago. They opened up the portal and sent me there while I was chasing after. Oh, that was it. I was chasing after the White Heart. So we're going to go to the normal encounter table, which is they have right here. I love the fact that they have them all on the side of the map. But we're going to, so you can see this one a little bit better, I think. I hope. And we're going to give a roll on that. We're only going to need the small, tiny die. If it comes up 6 or 7. Now remember there are no mad knights, no monsters, or goodly hermit men in Faerie. So that's 4. We're not going to need that die. And 4 is an animal, like that dog last night that tried to kill my horse. So this is an animal. Animal. So there's an animal reaction chart right here. And I have the explanations right over here. All right, we do not need the off die. We're rolling on this chart right here. And 7 is runs away. The animal flees. The player may attempt to pursue the animal. To do so, the player must make a successful luck roll. If followed, the animal's action is determined. I'm going to drag King Arthur and this Lady Anglides all through the fairy realm, just searching for whatever animal this is. I don't even pull an animal chip blindly out of the bag to see, because it doesn't matter. I'm going to let it run away. I don't got time for that. All right, so now did my encounter. And so now part 2 is magic, so I'll try this again. Ooh, got a 5 that time. I can change up to 5 points. That's what I'm going to do. Get this down to 130. Virtue level up to 17. Doing all this math really does remind me of old school D&D. Oh. Okay. And my wound level is still sitting there at 13, so I'm happy about that. That's kind of buff. I'm getting my chivalry points down. That's awesome. I'm building up my virtue points so I can get my virtue level down. Okay, now the third part is departure, and I do want to depart. So I am going to have to make a roll against jailer, so to speak. Because this is considered that we are imprisoned, we are trapped. So following the imprisonment rules, there's either appeals to passerby or appeals to jailer. And specifically, you have to use only jailer when you're in fairy realm. So again, 2 6-sided dice will not be needing the odd die out. Oh, that's an awesome roll. The higher the roll, the better. We got an 11. And as we can see, where is it? Do they actually have it on the card? I mean, I have the book opened up. I was looking to see if it was on the card. Yeah, appeals to jailer. Okay, so 11. Prisoner released without horse or lance. Let's look at my sword. Bastards. All right, so my horse is gone. And my lance is gone. Oh, yeah, and I got a dwarf, too. I forgot I got a dwarf last night. I had to leave Nicky Picky behind. So this is Brill Creme. Bill Creme. Brill Creme. But he did not come with extra equipment. So, okay, so I have my sword, I have my shield, still have my king, still have the lady with me. And that's it. We are now out of Fairy Realm. The crowd goes wild. And now we're gonna have to find out where we are. There's a random deployment chart up here. And we're gonna consult that. And that does need the odd die out in case it comes up a 6, 8, or 12. And it came up a 6. So it came up a 6 with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's high. So that's gore. Okay, coming out at gore. That's actually right next to my home kingdom of Strangor. And my lady, the Queen of the Wastelands, is right over here. Nice. But we need to get to Ireland so that me and King Arthur can escort the lady home. And neither of these said the quickest route possible. Neither of these said to take precedence over anything else. So I believe that King Arthur would see the chivalrousness, is that a word? It is now, of bringing the lady back to Ireland first. So now we started last time using a little bit more of the advanced rules. And so because of that, we have slightly different encounters. We're still on, let me see. One, two, no, that's going to be a neck. Well, you know what? Yeah. So going here into the forest, we will make a forest encounter roll. Don't need that. And we got a 5. Oh, a monster. A monster, you say. Got monsters right in here. Pull this as far away from... let's see, it's far away from... I gotta be able to get in it first. And then not look. I have to look to be able to see. Okay, here we go. Nope. This. Here we go. Okay. So I'm gonna look away and also use my hand to kind of hide my line of sight and see what I pull out. A lion. Oh, I wouldn't really say that was a monster, but it's more of an animal. Animals. I don't think there's a monster reaction chart. I think they just attack. I think they just attack. So this lion is just gonna go for us here in Gore. Which is funny, like the very first game I played, there was the Beast of Strangor that I had to take out. Yeah, that's under the monsters because the animals are all a different. So the animals are all like a brown. Well, the monsters are all white. So it's a lion, but it's considered a monster. It's going to be rolling 3 dice and has 5 health, if I'm reading that correctly. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh, a little bit different angle, closer angle. So, the lion of the Gore feline. No, the Gore lion. Gore lion. I always roll for the opposition first. So let's see what I have to meet for a tie and beat to do damage to. That's off to the side. Of course. So that's 12. That's 12. What am I? Oh, I get 2 dice because I'm not on a horse. I'm on foot with a sword, so I only get 2 dice. Oh, this lion's going to do some damage. Oh, that's not bad. But that still leaves 1 point. Okay, so I take 1 point on my character sheet, which I left somewhere. Here we go. I'm still down 1 from last night, so that's now down 2. Come on, 1s. I already got a mutant snake eye. Can I do it again? Ouch. 14. Oh. 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 Oh no. 14 minus 2 is 12. Now 13 wounds, lost 2, that's 11. So I'm at -1. Oh, -1. I think it's game over. This is a monster. This isn't a knight I can ask for succor from, or even just be given a knight's fate to do something. Combat. Death? Combat continues until one of the players' combatant levels reduced to 0. In the event the player knight faces more than one opponent, well, it certainly wasn't knightly combat because I was up against a lion. It would have been a different fight if I had been on horseback with a lance. I had been on a horse with a sword. That would have been a +1. No, that +1 wouldn't have done enough. Wouldn't have defeat. There we go. When a player knight is slain in combat, the slain player may continue the game starting another player knight. Any player knight thus created must begin the same chivalry points, virtue points, and equipment as stated at the start of a game. Oh, that's it. That's the 5-chapter story of Sir Lagvin of the Greens. This is disheartening. I was really getting into this character. You know what? I know I got all the old Dragon magazines on disc. One of them has the rules to play this game as a bad guy. Maybe that's what I'll do for the next game. I've done like 2 or 3 games before Sir Lagvin. This is the only one that lasted this long. Oh, I feel so bad. Sir Lagvin is nice. He's going to be poo in a few hours or days, I guess, right? I imagine Arthur slays the beast. He has 28 health. We'll say he did. Defended Lady Anglides. Arthur got her back to the castle, and then Arthur himself gets back to Camelot. Sir Gareth is still running around the York countryside. And who was it? Sir Alessander is still locked up in the castle. Oh, man. Stupid lion. All right, well, this was a really fun run. The story that has unfolded with Sir Lagvin has been so amazing, and that's what I'm loving about this game. So he defeated Sir Pellinor, saving the Queen of the Wasteland, and he gave Pellinor a knight's fate to what was it? It was to take an oath not to slay other knights. That's it. And he killed 5 brigands. He defeated Sir Kay. And then he was defeated by Sir Alessander in tournament at Camelot itself. Sir Alessander knight-fated Sir Lagvin to join him on his adventure. His adventure was, and they were openly mocked by Sir Lancelot and Bedivere. They were asked by Lady Lyons to go to Castle Seawall near York. They were captured by Modred, Vane, Bruce, Turquin, and Dinadan trying to storm Castle Markmore. They were storming Castle Markmore because they were trying to save one of Alessander's friends. We had defeated Sir Lavain as the champion of the castle, and then Modred showed up. We turned Kay away from Modred's service during the battle. We defeated Sir Lavain before... oops, I got that backwards. But then we were captured. We were captured by Modred and his men. We were prisoners of Castle Markmore. There were several failed escape attempts. We were finally freed by Galahad and joined in his adventure to find a white hart in the land of Faerie. We had to go to Ireland in order to catch the white hart, which we didn't do, and it sent us to Faerie. And now, while I was at Faerie, I got attacked by a dog trying to kill my horse that I had to run through with a lance. Then I met Lady Anglides, who was lost in the realm of Fae and needed to get back to her castle in Ireland. And I agreed to escort her back. And then Arthur himself had been captured by the fairies and left to be lost in the fairy realm. And I promised I would take him back to Camelot. We escaped, but I lost my horse and my lance, and we ended up in Gore in front of the beast of Gore, and the lion tore me apart. I was on some adventures, right? Yeah. The liberation of Sir Sadoc, that's what we were doing up here in Markmore. To free Sir Sadoc from Castle Markmore and Lothian. We had the adventure Chivalry is Alive. We had to go to Castle Seawall in York for Lady Lioness and get a friendly reaction from Lady Laurel. Galahad's visit to the forest. And the only other two adventures we had that we did not finish completing was the prophecy from the Queen of the Outer Isles that she gave Sir Langvin, saying that he would visit King Arthur. That was supposed to be going to the castle, but I mean, if you want to be technical, I did. Just not in the way that was supposed to get points for. Lady Laurel asked for us to help vanquish Sir Gareth in the York countryside, and he's still running around. That was an amazing freaking story. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more of this, and I will continue to live stream at least some of them. I'm planning on playing a lot. But that was it. That's the story of Sir Lagvin of the Greens. Knights of Camelot. Boom! TSR in 1980. If you get a chance to get your hands in this game, please do. But in the meantime, I'm begging publishers to find out what they can do to bring this game back. I'm looking at you, Restoration Games. But really, this is an amazing game. You know, I think there should have been a different drawer pile for Fairy Realm. I think so there should have been different knights. Some of them may be the same, but I think there should have been maybe different knights in there and different types of animal encounters in there. There should have been more specific animal encounters in general. But this is great. Oh my God, this is so much fun. I love this game. So please join us tomorrow. We have an unboxing. I think you're definitely gonna want to check that out. And Thursday should be another. Thursday, Friday, Saturday should be some more live playthroughs, and Sunday we'll be having the slideshow gaming. And don't quote me on this, but I believe next Monday we may be going back to our regular schedule of weekly episodes. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I'm your buddy Big John and G for Two Gut and Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am out of here. Yes.